Welcome back to the Rondell Lane Podcast. This is episode 7, I think, possibly. Took a little hiatus, but we back. Today, man, I'm speaking with a good friend, cousin, Urijah the Stylist.
What's going on? What's going on?
Welcome to the show, brother.
Oh yeah, glad to be here, man. Glad to be here.
I think you've seen a few episodes of the podcast, so you kind of know how everything go.
Right.
We like to get to know our guests, find out a little bit about what they do professionally,
Okay.
and we have a little conversations outside of that. But
Okay.
first, man, I know you as a barber. Most people probably know you as a barber around the area.
Right.
So we're gonna start there, man. Like, how long have you been doing that?
Well, when I graduated high school, I went to Park West Barber School. That's up in Durham, North Carolina. Was going there, man. I was actually playing though, man. Just got out of school and stuff like that. So I was playing and stuff like that, man. Wasn't going to class like that. Wasn't going to school and stuff. So I was going there for a little bit. Actually moved back home for a little while. And then I actually came up here to Greensboro and everything or whatever. Came up here. Started going to barber school up here at Park West. Kind of started doing the same thing. Came up here. Started doing the same thing and stuff like that. So after that, I started working and stuff like that, and I said, man, I don't want to work forever, I want to actually still do cut hair and stuff like that. So that's when I went to cosmetology school and stuff like that. So with the barber thing, that was like 2013, so it's 2022 now.
Yeah.
So with the barber, that was like 2013. I had went to cosmetology school, that was 2016, 2017. So it's been about 9 years, 10 years.
Altogether.
But with the barbering, but with the cosmetology and stuff, it's only been probably like, about 5-6 years with that. So, that's for the main part. That's mainly about that with the barbering, and the cosmetology and stuff like that,
Now, we all know, like, most males that are in cosmetology, they,
right.
So, like,
right.
and especially back during the time you did it, that you kind of decided, like, to do cosmetology as well as barbering.
Right.
It was still around that time where things weren't as acceptable as it is today.
Right.
So, like, what was your mindset when you thought about, doing women's hair? Were you worried about the stereotypes? Like, what allowed you to not worry about what people might think about you for?
I mean, at first, when I first thought about it, I was like, man, like, at first I didn't want to do it, Other people was telling me, dag, man, you should do cosmetology, you should think about doing cosmetology. So I was like, dag, like, people that's doing that, though, doggone, that ain't right, Like, so I was like, man, I thought about it. I was like, man, they was like, man, your pockets would be fat, man, your pockets would be fat. I was like, well, dag, you be around females all the time. So I was like, shoot. So, I was like, man, one day I was just like, man, let me go holler at the school and everything, see what they talking about. Seeing all them girls in there, sign me up. I had to sign up quick, So I went and did that and everything or whatever. And like I said, when I got in there, they did ask me that. They was like, what you doing here? Like, like, it's you, But as I started dealing with them, they already knew what it was, So, yeah, for the most part. But, yeah, it was questionable at first, though, It was like, dang, should I do this? Because, it wasn't, it wasn't regular for, you wouldn't see that all the time, a straight guy doing female's hair, For the most part, they just be on the other side, So, yeah, but.
We know that it just fell off.
Yeah.
It's whatever, man.
Right.
But yeah, so that's interesting, man. Like, me personally, I think I probably would have looked at people's opinions more than anything else. It probably would have stopped me from doing it. And so that's big of you, just to being able to be like, I'm not worried about what people think.
And like I said, at first I thought about it, but I was like, man. Now, like, as I'm getting older and stuff like that, now you can't worry about what people think, man.
Right.
That's not gonna help you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Worry about what somebody else think or how they feel or because all that don't matter at the end of the day. It's about how you feel, So yeah.
Now I know that you've worked in shops, you've worked out of your house, you did the full grind. Like, what do you prefer most?
Working in the shop is cool because like when you work in the shop, you can get that clientele. You can build like working in the shop. Working at home. It's good long as you done build that clientele, where you can take those people home, where those people follow you and everything. You have to get the people to follow you though. You have to be loyal, consistent. You have to stay. You have to be that way. Dealing with business world anyway. If you want those people to actually steady come back and all that. So with that, I would say being at the house, it's always good and everything. But like for other people, some people like being in the shop, because like I said, it brings more people. You get to meet more people and stuff. Like at the house, you got to do that footwork too, but it's less footwork, working in the shop because people might walk in if the shop is a high maintenance shop, a good shop. People walking in and all that stuff. So for the most part, I would say being at the house. But for other people, if they like being in the shop, you want people, what I'm saying, you want to get those extra people and stuff like that, then that's always good too, But I always like to be at the house though, it's just more comfortable, and if you have clients and stuff like that, you're doing house calls, you're more comfortable with them, like you'll get more in depth with them, because like some people, if they in the shop, they're not gonna say as much because there's people around and stuff like that, so they're not gonna say too much. But if you're at that house, or if they at your house, it's a more comfortable thing, it's a more friendly thing. We're building a relationship now. You know what I'm saying? You build a relationship in the shop too, but it's a more in-depth relationship. Yeah. When you're dealing with them at the house or wherever.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
House calls, whether that be them coming to you or you going to them. Right. In the day and age we in now, do you ever wonder about like safety issues with people know where you live, or you might go into somebody's house that they might be in the hood, or they might personally be like kind of off.
Right, well, and I done had like experiences with, going to people's houses and stuff like that. That has been like clients that, and it's all about the client. Now we have Instagram, Facebook, so we can actually go look at the person's page and kind of do our own, investigation. Like, well, this person might stay over here, this person might stay over. And then if you familiar with the area, good thing we got like apps and all this stuff, GPS and all that stuff. So if you want to take your time to look that person's address up and go ride past it before you even go cut their hair or wherever, that's a good thing with that. But, I have been on the, skeptical side about, going to different people's houses or people coming to my house. Just because this day and age, people are crazy now. People try to.
So basically, you screen your customers. You don't just accept
anybody. No, I can't take just anybody. Nah. Anybody just can't come. Gotcha. Or I'm not just gonna go to anybody's house. You know, right. If I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, like no, I'm not gonna do it anyway. You know what I'm saying. But if I feel like, okay, well, this person might be straight, this person might be cool, I'll take them and stuff like that. You know.
So outside of like the hair industry, I mean, we see you got the Universal Technical Institute jacket on and everything.
Right.
So what's this new thing what's this new path that you're following?
Well, I always been in the cars and stuff like that. Always been in the cars. Hair was a thing. I feel like hair was like a thing when I got out of school. We in at the house and stuff like that. We'd be like, "Dad, I'm ready to get out the house. So barbering was like a way to escape, kind of like, I'm saying, I'm gonna get out the house. I can go, cut hair and stuff. I can go to another city and stuff like that. Right. I'd be able to get out my mom and them house and stuff like that. So barbering was like with that, but like I said, I always been in the car. So probably like not even a year ago, I've been buying cars and selling cars and stuff like that, and stuff. But I had got a car, and this guy that was supposed to fix my car, he was supposed to fix it, but he ended up doggone putting 2 big holes in it and just basically just leaving it like that. I had to go get the car and everything, whatever. It's just a whole big mess and everything. But that's kind of actually what made me actually start wanting to go to school to work on cars and stuff, because I was like, I want to just go ahead and learn how to do it my own way, and go ahead and do my own work, since I'm into it. So I was like, why not go ahead and try to get the credentials for it, and get more in depth into it, learn more about it, and start doing my own thing. So that's why I kind of, went to, NASCAR Tech or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah. So how you liking that? How long you been doing this?
Well, I've been going to school since June. And with the car incident, that happened in like April. So as soon as that happened, man, I was looking on TikTok one day, and I just seen UTI. I was like, I didn't seen these commercials before and stuff like that, but I was like, let me look into it. So ended up hitting them up and everything or whatever. Went to go see them. It was a good school and stuff like that. And so like I said, I started that in June. And I've been doing pretty good, man. I done took 8 classes. You got to take like 16 classes. But they have like classes. You can do like Mopar, if you want to do Ford, or if you want to do welding, or if you want to do NASCAR. But I didn't like really want to. I'm not really into the NASCAR thing. I'm just into the car part. You know what I'm saying? Like the automotives, the basics, changing the oil, doggone brakes. And we do motors and, some stuff with the cooling system, suspension.
So once you get certified, like what's your goal, or do you intend to do this like independently, or are you gonna like try to go get hired somewhere, or for a dealership? Like what's the end game once you're certified?
Well, with that, I always thought about working in a dealership, but I didn't really want to work in a dealership because, like, being a barber, being your own business, man, like, whenever you start being business, like it's like you don't want to go work for nobody.
That's
why
I asked you that.
Yeah, like it's like you don't want to go work for anybody like that. You know what I'm saying? After you start getting into the business world and
Right.
stuff. So that's why I'm trying to learn stuff now, as I go. So that way, I can get my business going with, like doing breaks. And if I want to learn how to paint or do tint or any little thing, but I want to do it on my own though. I mean, I have a team with me and stuff like that. I mean, if I get me a building or anything. But yeah, for the most part, I want to do it on my own. I really don't want to, work for anybody like that. Yeah.
Are you learning how to repair or service gas and electric cars, or is it?
Well, for the most, while we in school, it's mainly like gas cars and stuff like that. I mean, like we do like electrical work, but that's only like testing the battery or like finding like what a problem is and stuff, diagnosing vehicles and stuff like that. But for the most part, we really haven't like touched on like doing stuff with Tesla and doing stuff like that. Nah, we really haven't touched on and my teacher, like talking to my teacher, he's from like Cali, and Cali, they trying to go ahead and push it, trying to make it where that is trying to be everything electric and stuff like that. And he was like, with that, he was like, man, there's a lot of electricians. I mean, not electricians, but there's a lot of mechanics over there that doggone, all they do is like, gas vehicles. So he was like, if they doggone push everything to be electric, then it's going to be a lot of people that actually move, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't know nothing about, electric vehicles and stuff like that. So
but that's coming everywhere, though.
Yeah, right. So it's just going to be a whole big mess, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So with that. But I would like to learn about the electric vehicles, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the future. So, I mean,
Right. I actually hate electric. I hate electrics. I like be doing the stuff in school. I hate it. Like, I hate it, bro. But that's what it's going to be, though. You know what I'm saying? You still might have a couple people with gas vehicles, but for the most part, they're trying to push everything electric. So you have to learn.
How do you feel about? Have you seen the article with Mercedes-Benz, where they're so they basically doing like a subscription fee for their electric vehicles. So let's say if it's going, they got a car that go from 0 to 100 in 6 seconds. You'll have to pay a subscription fee to unlock that.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
So and if that goes, man, I think it's like $1,200 a year.
So is that on top of the car payment? If you have a car
that's a subscription. That's like you going to get a Netflix account. Like it's slowly everything is becoming subscription based. Right. So it's like, yeah, even after you buy the car, that's great. You got the car, but for you to get all the features that it has, you're gonna have to pay a subscription fee. Or else for you, like, I guess. And I haven't done all the details on it. I basically heard it on another podcast, and I did a quick Google search.
Right.
But yeah, it's like, so you may have that car, but you might not have access to all the services it has unless you pay to be on that tiered plan.
That's crazy.
So it's just like Netflix or most subscription apps. You do the basic app, you can watch the content. Right. But if you pay a little more, you don't gotta watch ads on.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
You
so
get all the extra bells and whistles.
Yeah. So that's basically what they're doing with everything, which is crazy. Because have you ever heard of the Great Reset?
Yeah.
With the Great Reset, one of the big quotes behind it is like, "You'll own nothing and love it," or something like that.
Right.
And when you see things like this,
we seeing that.
It kind of seems true because
we seeing that
you own the car, but do you? Because you still got to pay something. You don't completely like today. If you go buy a car, any other time before history, if you go buy a vehicle, that goes 0 to 60 in 5 seconds,
you just pay for it. That's it.
If you buy the car, you got access to it, right?
Right.
Now, you can buy the car, but you still got to keep shelling out money forever.
Just to have that feature on the
even if you go buy the car cash, you still got $1,200 a month that you're gonna pay for the rest. You know what I'm saying? Not $1,200 a month, but $1,200 a year. Every year,
just for that vehicle,
just to be able to say, all right, I can actually do what I bought the car for. And that's crazy, man. Like,
yeah, that's it's getting out of hand now.
Yeah, it's getting out of hand. That's just that's crazy to me. And the thing about it, somebody's gonna sign up for it. Like to me, I would be like, I would never do it.
Right.
If nobody did it, they'd have to roll back on that.
Right.
But there's gonna be enough people that's gonna do it. And
somebody with that money, they're gonna be like, well, you know what? I can go do this. I can go do that.
Right. And then once that actually starts making revenue, what you think the other company's gonna do?
They're gonna follow right behind them. Like, oh, this is a good idea.
Right. So it don't matter whether you have a Mercedes-Benz or a Ford.
Right. Fiat, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now the Ford yearly cost might be less than $1,200.
Right.
But they're gonna have one. You know what I'm saying? Theirs might be $400 a year, but everybody's gonna have one once they see that other company does it, and it's like, oh, people paying for it.
Right. With everything else, it's a domino effect. You know what I'm saying? Right.
So let's say everything goes well with like you doing the repair stuff and car stuff. Where does the other career fall in at, like being a barber?
I would actually, it was a thought in my mind. I was actually thinking about, having a shop, but it'd be like a two-way shop. It'd be a shop where you can come in there, you can get your oil changed and brakes and all that stuff, and you can get a haircut. But I was talking to my brother and them about it. They was like, they don't know what them greasy eggs.
It's up to you.
Right. Don't nobody want them greasy hands, you know what I'm saying? Like, you in there cutting, you about to go change some more, then you about to get a haircut, you know what I'm saying? You want to put them greasy hands on their cut, you know what I'm saying?
But I would assume that you would just
go wash my hands, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I was like.
But that's not a bad idea. Because if I, like me, coming from an entrepreneur, that would be genius for me. Because things like going to get my oil changed, it's a pain for me because I feel like it's just wasted time. Right. So if I could go get my oil changed or get my tires rotated or whatever the case may be, and get a haircut while I'm waiting, that's clutch.
You killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah, I'm killing two birds with one stone. Right. Because in life now, like on Monday afternoon, I might schedule an oil change, and then Thursday I'm calling you for the barber to get a haircut. Right. Like, yeah, this is my personal barber. Right. Yeah. So that's 2 days a week that I got to spend doing a mundane task. If I could just go get my oil change and get my haircut the same day, man, same time, that's
you win.
I think that's a good idea, man. And it might not even be the same. It could just be the same location. Right. It don't got to be you cutting hair. Right. You could have other barbers in there. Right. It's just this side is a barbershop. This side is a
mechanic shop.
Yeah, mechanic shop. That's kind of.
Don't you guys steal my idea either?
Oh, they don't steal it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just playing, man. Y'all can steal the idea, man. Everybody can. It's enough people out here for everybody to eat. You know what
somebody that already got the bread.
Right. They gonna hop on it right now. Man, that's a good idea. Man. We're gonna hop on that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, and I respect that's what's up, man. Do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock nobody. If I say anything, use it. I don't care. Like I said, because it's too many people out here for people to be like, dag, man, you know what I'm saying? Dag, man, you trying to steal. Because everybody doing the same thing over and over anyway. You know what I'm saying? This person might make this video, they gonna make it a different type of way. This person might make this video, they gonna do it a different type of way. You know what I'm saying? But it's all the same. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth.
You go to the grocery store and walk on the bread aisle. How many different brands of bread do you see?
Right.
And like all of them get sold.
Right. You know they all bread. You know what I'm saying? This one might just have wheat. This might just be wheat. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
But I'm saying even with the wheat, it's like 5 wheat companies. It's like 5 loaves of wheat bread. That,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It just ain't one wheat company. You know what I'm saying?
You got company A, B, C, D, and nobody, and all of them still been in the store. So I mean, everybody
eating.
Everybody getting some money somewhere.
Right. So it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You feel like somebody stole. What, you know what I'm saying? What you got? As long as you push what you supposed to push.
Now, when I was starting out, I didn't always think that way. I used to get mad.
Right, if somebody stole your
and I would see somebody do a shot or something that was similar to what I did. Yeah, I would get hot, bro. Like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like me and a lot of my friends, man, that kind of in the same world that I'm in. Yeah, yeah, we used like want to put hands on people. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they had a bigger following than you.
Oh yeah.
So like,
why you trying to steal my idea?
They getting praised, like they're
right.
Like they thought of this, and you like, man, he stole it from my shot, but he big. So like,
come on, bro, you ain't have to do that.
Right. Like, but that's what they say. Good artists, what is it? Good artists create, great artists steal. That's a quote.
Oh, word. Yep. That's dope. I like that.
Because generally the big companies, they be stealing all their ideas. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, they're not making it.
They steal it from the little man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
right. See it too many times. You know
right. Like, look, okay. Case in point. Look at Instagram.
Yeah.
They stole reels. Where'd that come from?
What the reels? Oh, was they combined? Was that Vine?
No. Think about what a reel is.
Yeah.
Think about what a reels started popping like. We would get those like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Was that for reels? Yeah.
So what was reels before Instagram put that on their platform? What other platform?
Facebook.
What is a reel? That's all the same company. What does a reel remind you of?
Like I said, that shit
TikTok,
man.
TikTok.
Okay, yeah. Because how long TikTok been here now?
It's a little while now.
Because I only had TikTok about a year now.
Nah, it's been around.
Well, I'm talking about that's how long.
Yeah, but it's been around.
Well, yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
it do kind of remind you of TikTok.
That's all it is. Yeah. That's all it is. What's YouTube? What is a YouTube short?
That's a reel, basically. You know what I'm saying?
But what is a reel?
Right. Like
so you know what I'm saying?
TikTok. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like
everybody just put their own little name.
Yeah, they put their own little name, but they got that from TikTok.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Snapchat. Think about the features that you can do on your reels and all that. Where they come from? Even with TikTok, where they come from?
Yeah.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, everybody does it, and I had to learn that, man. So
it's a big circle.
Right. So I don't get mad when people steal my work no more because I just know that
you're doing something.
I'm inspiring them.
Yeah. Right. Right. You're their motivation.
Yeah, I motivate them to go do something. They saw something I did and it's like, oh, that's cool. Me personally, I just choose not to do that I don't do that on a local level. Right. Like if I see, even when I first started, if I saw a photographer that did something dope,
right,
I left that alone. If I'm gonna get an idea from somebody, it's a photographer on the other side of the planet. Like,
right.
I'm not finna copy the guy down the street.
Right.
That's just too close.
Right.
Proximity.
Right. So. Even if you don't know him and he don't know you.
Right. You know it's just still like
it's just you like nah. I don't.
We're in the same city.
Yeah.
Why I gotta?
Right. I want to do something else.
Why I gotta go to the same location he was at? Try to pull off the same shot.
That's just too. Yeah.
See, people used to do that to me. Right. And I was like, come on, bro.
Right. Like, come on. Yeah.
Like, I mean, literally would try to. If they couldn't find the location I was at, they'd go to the closest, like similarity of what that was, and then and literally do the same shot. And it's just like, come on, man, that's a little weird, bro. But so outside of business, man, who is Urijah the Stylist, man? Just on a regular day, man.
On a regular day, man, cool, laid back guy, man. I'm from the country, man, so I'm from Lombard, North Carolina, and stuff like that. So I'm very laid back, country. I just be chilling, man. I really don't be doing too much, I'm a ladies man, you know what I'm saying? I love the ladies, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of why I got into the hair stuff too, but yeah, man, for the most part, man, just chill, man, like to grind, like to go get it, man, got to. But that's about it, man, Smoke a little bit, Black and Miles, you know what I'm saying? Might drink a little bit or something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't drink like that though. I don't drink like that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Gotcha. You what's one of your favorite shows you watching now, man?
Well, people always tend like, when I be on the phone, talking to my friends and stuff, female stuff, they was like, Dad, like, you always watching the same thing, because I turn on the Wayne Brothers, I turn on Martin, I turn on Fresh Prince. I go watch the same stuff over and over again, man. Like, I'm not the type that will actually go, like, just scrolling, like, oh, I want to go watch, let me go watch this, right? Let me go, unless it really catch my eye. But the thing that I do like, The Walking Dead, that's my show right there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, The Walking Dead.
That just ended, right?
I think it did. And I ain't even got to the end, like, as long as it's been out, I still ain't even got to the end. I think I ended on like season 7 or something like that.
Gotcha. It turned into. I stopped watching years ago, but
right,
I started watching shortly after Negan. After Negan arrived, I think the season after Negan arrived. I think that's when I stopped, man.
It was good after that though.
From what I heard it's been trash for a while.
Well, nah, with Negan though, it was good. With Negan, it was good. Yeah. It was good with Negan. Yeah. Like all that other stuff and everything, because you probably heard about the kingdom and all that.
Yeah, I think that should have been into that show, man. That show started, I think, over 10 years ago. It's been a while.
With that show, though, do you think is anything behind that show though? Like, do you think it was a reason why they made that show?
Yeah, I think it's a reference just to people. Like, I don't think like zombies actually,
come out here
will exist. Right. But I think it's a reference of people basically. Being zombies, we walk around on our phones. So much stuff is getting exposed, like corruption in Washington, and just we see the type of stuff that Hollywood is putting out now, and nobody says anything.
Right.
So
like
I think that's like the zombies. We just walking around like focus on money, work, whatever your lust is everything except what's actually right in front of us. Right. So I think that's the metaphor of like
The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
Right.
Yeah, like you said, it's just The Walking Dead.
Nobody got a connection to like God and spiritual stuff no more. We just
Hey, whatever, man.
We just in the world. Yeah, we just in the world, man. Just running the rat race. So I think that's really the message that they pointing. the message that they're trying to get across, as well as the seasons went, like as that show went on,
right.
the zombies ain't the monsters no more.
The people are.
The people, and that's what it is today.
Right.
Like
everybody killing each other trying to survive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to survive. So they might have to kill that man just to survive. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if I was in that world, the zombies would be my last worry. If I'm walking down the street and I see you, that's when I'm scared because I don't know whether you finna link up with me or blow my head off and take my knapsack. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So yeah, I think that's the main thing, man. That the people are, the monsters, man, and then on the other side of that, just showing how unaware the average person is out here today.
Right.
That would be what I would take out of that show, man.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah, like speaking of that though, man, just like the weirdness that's going on. Have you seen the ad that Balenciaga put out? It was like a child holding it was like a book bag or a purse or something like that. But it's supposed to be it's like a teddy bear. But it's like designed in the shape of a teddy bear, but it got like bondage stuff on. You know, like the
Straps and all that.
Yeah. And they had an ad with a bunch of kids with that, and then when they got called out about it, they said it was a mistake.
You see stuff like that. You can't make mistakes on stuff like that. Like,
you know how much that got to get approved before it goes out? So at what point? Because they said, you know, the ad people that filmed it, that was their idea. Even if that's the case, like if you hire me to make a commercial for you,
right,
before it get posted,
you have to go through me first. I have to check that. You know what I'm saying?
Or if it ain't you directly, if they say you a big wig,
right,
and you got assistants and other, somebody else still had to approve that right. outside of who filmed it. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
But they always do that. Like even when they come out with the racist stuff, like when companies have the racist clothing or statement that's made or ad that's made, they just simply be like, "Oh, we didn't know," or "This is a mistake," or they apologize.
All right, knowing they knew.
Right.
Yeah.
So with that coming out, man, do you think? Because let's be honest, who made Balenciaga big?
Us.
Right.
Yeah.
Us meaning black people, right?
Right.
So should we stop buying that stuff?
Yeah. I mean, but for the average Joe, they're gonna still go
not.
buy it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go buy it anyway. You know what I'm saying? But me, I don't care too much about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about the Balenciaga and all that stuff. You know?
Yeah. How do you feel about because I got Nike on right now. Right. You know the whole thing happened with Kyrie and I think like the owner, he's been talking real spicy about Kyrie and you know how they dropped him and all this nonsense. Right. But with that being said, should black people be wearing Nike, or should we still be buying it? Like once we see their stance on certain things.
Well, my opinion, because it's always an opinion. You know what I'm saying? My opinion. If you want to buy Nike, you're gonna buy Nike. Me personally, for something like that, I don't know. I don't know if I still buy it. I mean, the stuff that I got,
I already had it.
Yeah, I wear it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But me still gonna go buy it, I don't know. I might not go buy it. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the, you know, they always say boycott this and boycott that. Boycott for 30 days, boycott for this. But whenever we supposed to be boycott, we need to boycott forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should boycott forever.
I agree with that too.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I never understood that. Like, what's the time period gonna do?
Right.
Like,
what is 30 days ain't gonna hurt that man at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, if you're trying to hurt him, you gotta quit.
Right.
You gotta quit. You know what I'm saying? Cold turkey.
Because my thing is, why don't we just make our own
labels?
Like, we built that.
Right.
Nike wasn't nothing.
Right. Without
us.
And
then they got Jordan. We built that.
Right.
Adidas. We built that, man. Adidas was going down before they did that deal with Kanye.
And he boosted them. You know what I'm saying? To the max.
We boost everything.
Right.
So it's like, why don't we just say, all right, let's boost our own products? But when we try to put out a product, man, we look at it like, that's. You remember the Big Baller brand? Big Baller brand. The basketball dude, man, with the Suns. I can't think of his name.
Stephon Marbury?
No, the dude with the sons.
Stephon Marbury played for the Suns, did he?
His boys, his children, his sons.
The dude. Oh, you talking the dude with I thought you talking about the Suns, the team.
LeVar Ball. What is it?
Lamar. I think they don't watch sports no more. You know what I'm saying?
I don't watch.
They don't watch sports. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but a couple years ago, he came out with a shoe, and it didn't do nothing. Everybody was knocking it, laughing. Yeah, but that's what we need to be doing, though.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Coming out with our own stuff. You know and that's what Kanye was saying too.
Right, but we don't support that. So it's like, what do you think it takes for us to? Why do you think that is? Why do we have to buy the Balenciaga? Why is it okay for, and I know you don't speak for all black people, but I just want you to, yeah. So we'll go spend $100 on a Gucci belt, right? And it might be more than that. I don't buy that stuff. I don't know, right? But I'm making a point. Yeah. And the person that does that, they feel like they stunting, right? Why is it okay to do that? But we can't make a black designer. And if you want to sell the belt for $100, okay. But how come when we find out that the owner of that is black, I ain't spending $100 on that belt. Who
is he?
Right.
Who is he?
Right. It's like what? Right. What's the difference?
Right. He black.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just like whenever if somebody if you got a Caucasian person, they have a business, they selling plates or something, they got a restaurant. If they mess up your order, you gonna be like, well, I might need you to fix this and everything or whatever. But you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A black person, they selling plates, they mess up your order. Oh, you all on Facebook about the dog gonna bash him.
Yeah, you gonna write a whole article
like over one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give us no chances. You know what I'm saying? Us black people, we don't give each other enough chances at all. We always, the first time, it's it. You mess up once, you done. The other races, they can mess up all they want. We still gonna go. We still gonna come to y'all. Right. We still gonna come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Meanwhile, you got people that was told that the was gonna keep them safe. Right. And then they got it, and it was like, oh, well, it don't keep you safe, but nobody say nothing. Right. And we still trust, the information coming from them. Right. But like you said, and that's talking about health. Yeah. But if you mess up my order, off with his head. Like, I don't understand that.
Right. Well, never understood that either, though. Never understood that either. Yeah. Like,
and that's exclusive to us, man. Right. I don't really know too many other people that be doing that, man.
Nah, never. Not at all. Yeah. Not at all. Yeah. Not one, bro.
I don't know no other races that really get down that way towards each other. Yeah. That's interesting. It's just, but yeah, I me personally, going back to the Nike thing, there's a pair of Nikes I want right now, and I've really been teeter-tottering because I don't want to buy them. Right.
Just because of that.
Just because I know that's. Right. The owner speaking on, or the CEO, whatever he is, him speaking on Kyrie that way. Right. That means he would speak about me the same way if I said those same things. You know what I'm saying? Right. And Kyrie didn't even say anything. He just posted something. So yeah, that lets me know the same way he feels about him, he would feel about me. So do I want to support a company and I feel like all the companies probably don't really rock with us like that. Right. But it's different when you know. Right. Just like the Tommy Hilfiger. I don't know. I remember back in the day, and you're a lot younger than me, so you might not remember. I know you wouldn't remember. But during the time, because I think I was in middle school, they were saying that the rumor was he was on Oprah. And it might be true. I never looked it up. But they said he was on Oprah or something. And he basically said... I don't know if it was Oprah. Let me take that back. Basically, what the rumor was that Tommy Hilfiger made a statement saying he didn't want black people wearing his clothes, or he didn't make his clothes for black people or something like that.
I heard that before. Yeah.
I stopped wearing it back then. Right. Which I didn't wear it too much anyway, but from that day on, I never
cared about.
Yeah, I never even wanted, and I still was young. Right. But even as I got older and got a job at like 16, 15, and all that stuff, right? I didn't buy that. Right. It was just simply because of that. There was a period where I stopped wearing Timbs.
Oh yeah,
because I heard that the tree
was the way you used to hang people.
Yeah. Now,
I heard that too.
listen, I don't know if that's true, but just hearing the rumor was enough for me to stop.
Right.
Now we're in a day and age with social media where we hear these brands, or we see the shirt for real that got the racist image on it, and we be like, "Oh, we're mad," and like 2 days later,
it's hard.
That jacket hard, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
We still go by it.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, we're the only race that's actually like keeping America afloat because like we spend the most money on everything, like food, clothes, cars. Like, we gotta have the best. We gotta have the best.
Like I read an article few weeks back. I either read it or heard it on a podcast I was listening to, but they're saying that I think last year, if either 2021 or 2020, black people were in the lead for the most purchases of Mercedes-Benz for that year. But we the bottom income earners out of all the races, but we're the top in purchasing Mercedes-Benz.
Not Toyota Camrys.
Right.
Not Honda Accords.
Mercedes-Benz.
Like,
so it's like,
even the maintenance alone on that car. You know what I'm saying? Like, you buying it, you got to do the maintenance on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we don't think about that.
Don't think about that. It's just, I got enough money to get the car.
I got a Mercedes. I got me a Mercedes.
We ain't even. Some people, and you got to think if you're coming from a lower income, you don't even know that the maintenance costs. You think it costs the same thing as it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I remember my sister years ago when she first got her BMW. When she first took it for the oil change, her mind was blown.
Right.
That thing was like, and this is like 2008 maybe. Her oil change was like $60 or $70 something.
Right.
That blew her mind because we came from back then, man. You paying $15. You know what I'm saying?
For oil change.
For oil change. Like, so, yeah, it's like you said. We don't even. A lot of us don't even know. We don't know the tires for that car.
Right.
One tire is worth all 4 tires on a Toyota or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like it's crazy, man. But
lack of knowledge, man.
Lack of knowledge, man. Lack of knowledge for sure.
Yeah.
But we winding down, man, to the end of the fiscal year. Like, what's your plans, man, going on into 2023? Like, what would you like to see, career-wise, personal? Like, what's your goals?
Well, for next year, man, I know I would love to graduate. I should be done in May. So that's like one of my goals right there too, is graduate. Actually finishing, because people start stuff but they don't finish. So everything I've been trying to do, I've been finishing and everything. So with this, I'm gonna make sure I try to go ahead and finish with that. So that's our main goal right there, is finishing. Then after that, man, actually just go ahead and get my business on the road, man. I actually was thinking about with the economy, with the houses and all that stuff, man. I want to get me a house. I want to get me some land and everything, man. Now, so I can get me like a truck, trailer, so that way I can start doing like side hustles with, getting scrap. If people need their car towed, or hauled somewhere and stuff like that. I want to start getting into business with that and stuff like that. So hopefully next year I can probably try to get me like a building or something like that. If I don't get me a house yet, but give me like a building or something like that. And just get the business going, man, with the on the car end.
A question I wanted to ask you, like, where did your motivation come from to kind of be like self-employed or do your own thing? Like, did you come up with parents that own businesses or anything?
Well, my mom and my dad work. My dad, he always doing stuff on the side. He know how to do a lot of stuff, man. I'm talking about putting that roof on housing. He know how to doggone water pumps. Dog, he don't really do too much with a car and stuff. He can tell you the basics, but for the most part, anything outside, he can do whatever outside. You know what I'm saying? He done build barns, help with build houses and laying cement and all that type of stuff. So I think I got the hustle side from him and the motivation. You know what I'm saying? Because like I always say to my brothers and stuff like that. I always bring up like, Dad, it was crazy how, in our day and age, we older. I'm 27 and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? How old are you again?
37.
37.
I'm lying. I'm 39.
39. Oh, dang, you 39?
Yeah.
Dang, man. Black don't crack, man. Black don't crack.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Got the salt and pepper, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the only little giveaway, man.
So. Right. That little pepper right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, with the salt.
Yeah.
Right. But for the most part, like I was saying, back in the day, our parents and stuff, when they was growing up and stuff like that, they had houses at 20 years old, you know what I'm saying? 21 cars and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, man, I actually look up to my pops, you know what I'm saying, for the grind and stuff. And I'm glad that I took that on, you know, to have that grind and motivation, you know what I'm saying, to actually keep going and trying to do stuff, you know, to actually try to get where I want to go, you know what I'm saying. So that's what I think my motivation and stuff came from my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my mom, both of them always worked and stuff like that. My daddy, you know, he did a lot of side hustles and stuff. So that's what I feel like I got the grind from, you know.
Yeah, gotcha.
And the motivation just comes from, you know, just wanting to do better, man, you know.
Yeah.
Wanting to do better, man. We come from Lombard, North Carolina, you know, that's a small town. Up here in Greensboro now, you know. So I'm trying to be a country boy, you know what I'm saying? Come to the city and take over. The people that's here, you know, they been here, so they know people and stuff like that. But for me, I ain't really got that advantage of knowing people, but so I have to get out here and actually talk to people and, you know what I'm saying, deal with different people and stuff, you know what I'm saying, just to get, you know, up there, you know. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to stay motivated and trying to keep going, man. So,
good stuff.
Yeah,
man.
Good
Good
stuff.
stuff. I appreciate you coming through, man. Tell the people how they can get up with you, man.
Well, you can follow me on TikTok at Hans Bailey. Well, I think it's like the mechanic / the barber or something like that. But I know it's Hans Bailey, so you can find me on there. Facebook is Hans Bailey. Instagram is Urijah the Stylist. And another thing, man, I will be helping the homeless this year. So if you guys can please donate if you can. I will be doing clothes, food, any type of like canned goods or anything like that. If you guys will be able to donate, that would be love. I would actually appreciate that. But yeah, man, you can go follow me on any of those sites. Contact me, DM me. If you have any questions, if you need your brake changed, whatever, holla at me. Let me know. Haircut, whatever. I can do it all. You know what I'm saying? Females, y'all need a blowout. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I got you. So thanks for having me though, man. You know what I'm saying?
No problem, man. I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Most definitely, man.
So yeah, man. Y'all check them out, man. Yeah. Thank you for tuning into this episode. Like, share, subscribe, all the good YouTube stuff. And I always say I'm going to catch you on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty great.